Hello everyone, welcome back to Dugout Daily. I'm Charlie and today we have another video. This time we are previewing the match where third host fourth in Wednesday's Premier League showdown at the Etihad Stadium as Manchester City pit our wits against Aston Villa. Before we get going, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, the football channel, hit the Apex CF1 channel and at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. We will get going then, and the reigning champions settled for a point in a goalless draw with title rivals Arsenal at the weekend, while Unai Emery's charges were convincing 2-0 winners over Wolves. Not since a dull Champions League affair with Sporting Lisbon in 2022 have Manchester City drawn a blank in front of goal at home, and the citizens' faithful had to go even further back to October 2021 for the last time that our side was shut out at the Etihad in a Premier League match. However, thanks to the first-rate work of a William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes inspired Arsenal, the treble winners endured 90 minutes of frustration on Easter Sunday as they failed to score for the first time in 57 home matches across all competitions in a nail-biting stalemate with Mikel Arteta's troops. As was the case in October's equally cagey affair at the Emirates, only 3 shots on target were fired in the entirety of the tense tactical battle, only one of which came Manchester City's way, and as a result, Pep Guardiola's troops still reside in the bronze medal position in the Premier League. A point separates the holders from second place Arsenal, who also return to action on Wednesday night as they square up to Luton. But Liverpool have now strolled free clear of the citizens, who need a 5-goal swing in our favour on Wednesday to usurp the Reds for at least 24 hours. Despite losing our red-hot streak in front of the Etihad net, Sunday's stalemate with the Gunners was Manchester City's 23rd game without a loss across all competitions since December, although there are no prizes on offer for guessing who Guardiola's men were last condemned to defeat against. Fresh from his first call-up to the France squad in 12 months, the rejuvenated Moussa Diaby was the catalyst behind Aston Villa's 2-goal beating of West Midlands rivals Wolves on Saturday as he opened the scoring in the first half of the Villa Park battle with a thumping left-footed strike. The former Bayer Leverkusen winger then turned provider for Ezri Konsa, whose mishit cross ended up deceiving Jose Sarr and bouncing over the line at the back post to rubber stamp a routine 2-goal win for Emery's men, who therefore remain in control of their top 4 fate. Taking just a point from 2 games with West Ham and Tottenham opened the door for the latter to upset the Champions League apple cart, but the Lions still boast a 3-point advantage over the Lily Whites, who have a game in hand but possess a slightly inferior goal difference. Of course, 5th may still suffice for Europe's top table, depending on the coefficient rankings, but amid UEFA uncertainties, Villa's sole focus is extending their stellar unbeaten away run in 2024. Emery's men have avoided defeat in each of their first 8 away games of the calendar year since Boxing Day's agonising defeat to Manchester United. 5 of those 8 fixtures have also seen Aston Villa keep a clean sheet, a feat they also managed in December's memorable 1-0 home beating of Manchester City, but repeating that trick will be an extremely tall order. The Lions have suffered 13 straight Premier League losses away to the reigning champions. So the form of both teams, starting with Manchester City, we are unbeaten in our last 6 Premier League games, with that run being a 1-1 draw at home to Chelsea, a 1-0 win at home to Brentford, a 1-0 win away at Bournemouth, a 3-1 win at home to Manchester United, a 1-1 draw away to Liverpool, and a 0-0 draw at home to Arsenal. We're also unbeaten in our last 6 in all competitions, with that run being a 6-2 win away at Luton in the FA Cup, a 3-1 win at home to Manchester United, a 3-1 win at home to Copenhagen in the Champions League, a 1-1 draw away to Liverpool, a 2-0 win at home to Newcastle in the FA Cup, and a 0-0 draw at home to Arsenal. Aston Villa have only lost 1 of their last 6 Premier League matches, with that run being a 2-1 away win at Fulham, a 4-2 win at home to Nottingham Forest, a 3-2 away win at Luton, a 4-0 loss at home to Spurs, a 1-1 draw away at West Ham, and a 2-0 win at home to Wolves. They've also lost one of their last 6 in all competitions, with that run being a 3-2 away win at Luton, a 0-0 draw away to Ajax in the Europa Conference League, a 4-0 loss at home to Spurs, a 4-0 win at home to Ajax in the Europa Conference League, a 1-1 draw away to West Ham, and a 2-0 win at home to Wolves. Defensive concerns continued to rear our ugly heads for Manchester City at a pivotal point in the season, as Nathan Ake had to be taken off in the first half of Sunday's draw with Arsenal with an unspecified concern, while neither Ederson or Kyle Walker recovered from their thigh injuries in time either. Guardiola conceded that Ederson wasn't even close to being ready for the Gunners game, where John Stones was surprisingly named on the bench despite being rolled out by Guardiola, but the England international didn't earn any minutes and isn't thought to be back to 100% just yet. As a result, Rico Lewis should replace the stricken Ake for Wednesday's contest, while Jeremy Doku and former villain Jack Grealish might also come into Guardiola's thinking out wide, given the tight turnaround. While Manchester City work around our rearguard woes, Aston Villa have been dealt a worrying attacking concern ahead of the trip to the Champions, as Ollie Watkins succumbed to a hamstring injury in the win over Wolves and had to be replaced by John Duran. Emery's waiting with bated breath to hear the results of Watkins' scan, but the Spaniard is definitely without Tyrone Mings with a knee injury, as well as Boubacar Kamara and Emiliano Buendia, and Matty Cash has a thigh injury, as well as the bang John McGinn. Ankle victim Jacob Ramsey is the only stricken Villa player who might be in with a chance of making his comeback at the Etihad, where Duran's primed to partner Diaby in Watkins' absence after a bright second-half showing in the West Midlands derby. So the predicted teams then, starting with Manchester City, I've gone with Ortega in goal, Lewis, Diaz, Akanji and Vardiol as a back four, with De Bruyne, Rodri and Kovacic in midfield, Doku, Haaland and Grealish in attack. And the predicted team for Aston Villa is Martinez in goal, Concert, Carlos Torres and Digne as a back four, with Bailey, Louise, Tielemans and Rodgers in midfield, Diaby and Duran in attack. With Emery's former employers Arsenal frustrating Manchester City to excellent effect with their defensive stance, it will be interesting to see whether the Villa boss opts for such a conservative setup or persists with his risky high line, which Guardiola's men can certainly exploit. The Lions have proven highly resilient on the road either way, but with Watkins emerging as a serious doubt and our hosts able to switch up our attacking resources, I can only envisage Manchester City making it 14 home wins on the bounce against the visitors to get our title defence back on track. So I predict this game will finish Manchester City 3, Aston Villa 0. So that is it for this video then. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. I'm actually going to make a change to my prediction. I'm going to change it to 2-0. So everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, the football channel. Hit the Apex the F1 channel. And at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. And we'll speak to you all soon. Take care and goodbye for now. Cheers, everyone.